Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over all of the Link Vrains cards that have not released yet. Of course, they confirmed that Needle Fiber will be coming over to the TCG in a set, which also says there's going to be like a bunch of Link monsters. So I think we can assume a lot of the imports are going to be there. I'm going to guess all of them, but who knows, we may have like a few missing. I really don't know. But I felt it's a good way to go over them because I'm not going to make, separate videos for each one or anything. Not specifically cherry pick, I feel. Because all of them have at least something I should be able to say about them. Some more than others, but yeah. So I'll be making this into 2 videos to make it a little bit shorter for you guys. Make it so you're not sitting here for 40 minutes straight. So we'll do half and half of the 26, I would say, cards that will be coming over. I'm pretty sure shortly. With that being said, let's get right into the video. So we'll be going over each Link monster. I'll give it a minute or two where I just talk about it. But yeah, let's get started. So the first one is Scrap Wyvern, a Earth Dragon effect. Middle left and bottom center arrows. So its attack is 17. It's 2 monsters including a scrap monster to make. You target 1 scrap monster in your graveyard, special summon it, then destroy 1 card you control. Another face up scrap monster you control is destroyed by a card effect. While you control this monster, you can special summon 1 scrap monster from the deck, then destroy 1 card on the field. You can only use each effect of Scrap Wyvern once per turn. So pretty much talk about it. It's good in Orcust. It's very important because there's one good scrap monster that kind of exists, and that's Scrap Recycler. Of course, it is the big, usage. Just dump Orcust monster so you can do Orcust combo. Very easy because we lost Mermaid. So Scrap Recycler became very, very important. So what you can pretty much do, if you have extra extender, you could go into Scrap Recycler using your, not Scrap Recycler, you could go into Scrap Wyvern using Scrap Recycler, revive Scrap Recycler, pop Scrap Recycler, still get the dump off Scrap Recycler, have Scrap Wyvern activate since something was destroyed, special summon a scrap from your deck. I'm pretty sure there's one good target that destroys 1 card on field, at least. I think it's a mandatory destroy card on field. So it could hit one of your opponents, or it could kind of just hit your Scrap Wyvern. Doesn't really matter. You got like so many dumps off of it. So yeah, this card is really good for that purpose and that purpose only. I guess in machines that really need machines in the graveyard, ends up being useful, but otherwise it isn't that great. But yeah, it at least finds a use. So, getting into the next monster is Great General of the Six Samurai, a Earth Warrior effect. Bottom left, bottom right, very popular arrows. Attack 1,000, 2 warriors, including a 6 samurai monster. If this card is link summoned, you can discard 1 card and add 1 card from your deck to your hand that has the effect that places Bushido counters on it. You can only use this effect of this card once per turn. Each time a 6 samurai is normal or special summoned to a zone this card points to, place 1 Bushido counter on this card. This card gains 100 attack for each Bushido counter on your field. Of course, attack gain literally means absolutely jack, but you search Gateway of the 6. Yeah, you just search Gateway. Like, that's really good. It just lets you kind of go off. If you have a nice extending hand, you'll just be going off of this, and this card really helps. Again, 6 Samurai doesn't really help destroy through a field. I think a lot of the powerful, Link monsters that, just go through everything have kind of been, hit off. There's like the Nightmares, so maybe you can set up a Nightmare board, but you want to, like, keep spamming 6 Samurais and using your zones to get Nightmares. Like, you can work with a combo with it, but it does take a lot of skill, a lot of thinking to, set up a combo that really works with this to kind of break apart the board. Otherwise, it's pretty good. OCG, I believe it's better. They got like Gumbalar, so yeah, that's pretty good. But over here, we don't have that many great Link monsters to sit into. It's pretty much just going second OTK stuff we really have. So, very good support. And we'll keep going with that trade. DDD Abyss King Gilgamesh. A Dark Fiend effect. Bottom left, bottom right. Attack 18. 2 DDD monsters make. If this card is special summoned, you can activate this effect. You cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except this DDD monsters. Also, place 2 DDD Pendulum monsters with different names from your deck into the Pendulum zones, and if you do, take 1,000 life points. Take damage. If this card is Link Summoned, if this Link Summoned card in your owner's control is destroyed by opponent's attack or card effect, you can special summon 1 DDD monster from your extra deck or graveyard in defense position. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. So, really good, really good. It's like a plus, set 2 to your scale. You have a scale that revives things, so it doesn't let you go into more generic things, but like it helps. It lets you just put some big boys on field, and that's something DDD has. It has big monsters it can actually use to kind of just attack through things, so it may change route from, setting up 5 negates for like a 20-turn combo back when it's originated to, now being a kind of OTK, kind of special summon type of deck. And honestly, it's pretty interesting. I like the support. It does change the round a little bit. I do have to say that. What I'm definitely excited for is Raid Wrap Wise Tricks, a Dark Winged Beast effect. Bottom left, bottom right. Attack 18. It's 2 Dark Winged Beast monsters to make. This card is Link Summoned. You can special summon 1 level 4 Dark Winged Beast monster from your deck in defense position. Can't be used as Link material, also its effects are negated. If your Raid Raptor XYZ monster effect is activated, set 1 Rank-Up magic spell directly from deck, and if it's a quick play spell, it can be activated this turn. You will use each effect of Raid Raptor Wise Tricks once per turn. So this is such a big boost to Raid Raptors. This card is ridiculous for them. Like, special, it's so good. Of course, it could really just sit on one XYZ, and it just didn't have consistency to get into rank-up magic cards. Had like no searchability to get into it, and it was like really bad. Like, you had one card that, like, if it successfully attacked and it's like 18 attack, it's like, yeah, no, that's not happening. Realistically, it's not going to happen. So, like, this being able to just set it, it's just really good. Especially since you only need to get 1 to get into some really good monsters. Again, you can go into the rank 4, pretty much search a card, search a spell. Like, it's really good. And if you detached, I think, Fluffy, you search again. Like, you're getting so much out of the deck. You're going to be comboing. Like, I'm pretty sure, there are a bunch of, like, Raigekis in that deck. I'm pretty sure the rank 8's a Heavy Storm, and you can set, like, the have your life points to, like, double rank card. You can get the, like, double up, like, go to rank 6 card. Like, this is really good support. This is really helpful to actually make Raid Raptors good. So yeah, really like this card. Then 2 more disappointing support. Condemned Dark Lord, a Dark Fairy effect. Bottom left, bottom right. Attack 16, 2 fairy monsters to make. You can tribute summon a fairy monster. That requires 2 tributes by banishing monsters from your graveyard instead of tributing. It is still treated as a tribute summon. You can discard 1 card, take 1 Dark Lord monster from your deck, or either add it to your hand or set it to the grave. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. Once per turn during the end phase, gain 500 life points for each fairy monster on the field. So I see the idea of this. Summoning Morningstar. I love Morningstar as a card, but it just isn't good. Like, you don't want to play that. Dark Lords don't have that many good monsters. They have, like, a Dump, which is, like, a normal summon, which is okay. Eggshell, best card. That one that It's like singular discard, kind of sucks. Thing that special summons itself, it's literally the best, but it's such a hit in card advantage. Again, like Dark Lords, they do put stuff onto the field. It's not like uselessly sitting on nothing, but with wrong hands, they can almost do nothing. So this does give a good consistency. Literally discard anything to search a Dark Lord. So that's very good. But it offers nothing from there, and it's way too hard to make in this deck. I don't know how many fairy extenders there are, but you don't want to use any of your Dark Lords to summon this. Sure, you can search a Reborn for them, but like this is more late game, and you need to put these Link monsters on early game. So this card really isn't that good. But I like where they were going with it, and it has good art. Next, Alien Shock Trooper, Mighty / Frame. A light reptile effect. Bottom left, bottom right, 19 attack. 2 reptile monsters make. Quick effect, you can discard 1 monster. Place 8 counters on face-up monsters on the field equal to the original level of discarded monster. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, it's sent to graveyard. Special summon reptile monsters with different names from your graveyard, except link monsters up to the number of monsters your opponent controls with 8 counters. You will use each effect of this card once per turn. So this card also seems very good, but reptiles goddamn suck, and aliens goddamn suck. Honestly, I think aliens just need like a ton more support. It's like, don't give them 1 card because they're still useless. They need so much help. So much help. And it's like, 1 link monster isn't going to do it. This does help reptiles a whole lot though. It's generally generic, but it's like, you know, you can get reptiles out. It's like, there's barely any good reptiles in the game. It's just kind of sad. But if a good reptile deck comes to existence, this card's broken. But we still have to wait for that. So, next card, Celestial Knight Lord Parshath. A light fairy effect monster with bottom left, bottom center, and bottom right. Attack 24. 2 fairy monsters make. You can discard 1 card, add the Sanctuary in the Sky, or 1 card that specifically lists that card, Sanctuary in the Sky, and its text from deck to your hand. If the Sanctuary in the Sky is on the field, you can add 1 fairy monster instead. Face-up fairy monster you control is sent to the graveyard. You can banish 1 fairy monster from your graveyard, special summon 1 fairy monster with a higher level than the banished monster from your hand. You will use each effect of this card once per turn. Really? This card exists? I'm sorry, I don't like this card. Again, I don't like the archetype, but that's just an opinion thing. You may like the archetype, but it's like, why is this a link monster? Sure, it's like, if you're giving stuff good link monsters, okay, but it's like, this is a deck that literally sets 5 and passes. What are you going overlay with? I mean, not overlay. What are you going to link with? You're telling me you're going to get the broke hand constantly, that you're going to end up making this link monster, and it's actually going to give you a bunch of advantage. It's like, the search is okay, you discard, which is like, you lose advantage. It's like, you'd rather just get a bunch of counter traps onto that damn field. And it's like, why does this card exist? I'm sorry. I really just don't like this card. But, you know, whatever. It's my opinion. So, yeah. And the next card, we're getting into the Link Vrains pack 3 cards now, I think. We got 5-headed Link Dragon, a Dark Dragon effect, middle left, bottom center, bottom right, and middle right. Attack 5,000. 5 monsters make. Must be link summoned. If this card is link summoned using dark, earth, water, fire, and wind monsters as material, you can destroy all cards your opponent controls. Unaffected by all other card effects, it also can't be destroyed by battle with a dark, earth, water, fire, or wind monster. Once per turn, during your opponent's end phase, banish 5 cards from your graveyard face down. If you cannot, send this card to the graveyard. So this card, I really like it. Generic is very hard to get over. Moral Sword does not get over this. That's kind of crazy. And I think it can actually get over Boral Sword. So, you know, Boral Sword, like, it can attack over it. It could go get, like, you know, the damage. Wait, no. Have So it only does 500 damage for attack, but the card isn't destroyed because it's Dark Monster. So like this card is really good. It just stays on the field, but it's like maintenance cost, it's kind of, you know, iffy. If you can put this on with enough stuff to push through, this is amazing. I don't think blowing up the whole field is realistic, but whatever. Being unaffected by stuff's pretty dope. So yeah, this is like the new target for, I think, let's see, is it, you can, oh, it must be Link summoned. You can't, what is it, Waking the Dragon it out, but, you know, still, it's pretty good. 5 monsters. If you have 5 useless pieces of junk, you can just put this on the field, so that's really good. Next, we got Companion Whelp of the Destruction Swordsman. A light dragon effect, bottom left, bottom right. 400 attack. 2 monsters it takes for material. If this card is Link Summon, you can send 1 Destruction Sword card from your deck to a graveyard. Then you can special summon 1 Buster player from your hand. At the end of the battle phase, if opponent controls no monsters, you can target 1 Buster player monster you control. They did not declare an attack this turn. Inflict damage to your opponent equal to its attack. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. I don't know the archetype too well, but I'm pretty sure you can dump the trap, and that's a fusion card, so yeah, that's pretty good. And that means you can fuse away your stuff. I'm pretty sure this can be used as one of the fusion materials, so yeah, that's pretty good to dump. I'm pretty sure like Foolish Burial Goods is like broken in that deck, from what I remember. So, and the battle effect, it's like, are you going to be clearing the field constantly? Maybe. But the burn is definitely useful, just to be like, put them closer, because it'll burn for a lot when it does happen, so, you know, equal to its attack, so if it's gained a bunch, it can burn for a game. And one of the next cards, Union Hanger. Ooh boy. Light machine effect, bottom center, middle right, attack 1000. 2 monsters of the same type or attribute. Cannot be used as Link material the turn it is Link summoned. You can target 1 face-up monster you control. Equip monster of the same original type or original attribute as a targeted monster from your hand or deck as an equipped spell that makes it gain 1000 attack. But if you equipped it from your deck, you cannot special summon monsters with the same name as that monster for the rest of this turn. You can only use each of these effects once per turn. So if you guys don't know, Destruction Swordsman actually make this card busted, because there's one that when equipped makes it so your opponent cannot special summon from the extra deck. There's also one where your opponent can't activate monster effects in the graveyard, which is also pretty good, but again, maybe like a side decking choice. This card's busted. It's pretty much a scythe that you can activate on your turn and just say, yeah, no. Again, like you could summon Dingrisu and then equip it with it, make it a 36 Dingrisu. And it has like destruction, you know, protections by detaching. That's crazy. So, you know, really, really good effects on this one. It's going to probably break the meta. There's going to have to be something done about it, but whatever. I think the second to last card is Ancient Gear Ballistic Shooter. A Earth Machine effect. Bottom left, middle right. Attack 15. 2 Earth Machine monsters make. If this card is Link Summon, you can add 1 Ancient Gear monster or a Gear Town from your deck to your hand. Target 1 spell trap you control and 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Destroy that card you control. And if you do, change that opponent's monster attack defense to 0 until the end of this turn. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. So, this is actually pretty good. I know some of their spell traps can actually float out into like big bunguses from the deck. Making something 0, it's like, okay, you know. But the destruction, really good. Being able to search, very good. Helps the consistency. Just search things, you know, whatever. So you gotta really like this card. It is actually pretty good Ancient Gear support. The only problem is maybe they, you know, struggle a little bit to get the monsters on field, but you can put in extenders to make sure it happens. So this card is definitely really good. On to, oh no, I think this is probably the second to last one. Herald of Mirages, a light fairy effect. Bottom left, bottom right. Attack 600. 2 monsters of the same type and attribute, except tokens. When a spell and trap or effect is activated, quick effect. Send one fairy monster from your hand to your graveyard. Negate the activation if you destroy that card. This card in your possession is sent to the graveyard by opponent's card effect. Opponent's card, my bad. You can add 2 ritual monsters or 2 ritual spells with different names from your graveyard to your hand. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. So the add back is pretty good advantage if you're playing the deck itself. I guess it's an easy negate you can set up for certain decks, which is kind of interesting aspect they can do to it. But it'll just be something that's tacked over. If you're aligned to kind of, keep your stuff on field till the battle phase, like let's say maybe Dragon Maids, it's like your opponent may be weak to one spell and trap negate. If you just have this up, you'll help like Dragon Maid strategy. That's a weird example, but you get what I'm saying. If something needs to stay up till battle phase, this is like in surety, it's like you have to go through a negate if you want to keep your main phase, or you could just go straight to battle phase, get over this, then start doing your stuff. But my stuff is generally going to stay on field because you didn't battle it. So it's a kind of good insurance policy. Very good in the deck it's made. Even though you may not want to just do that sometimes, but whatever. It's a good thing. And yes, the last card is Smorg, Bird of Kings. Wind-winged effect monster. Bottom left, bottom center, and bottom right. Attack 24. 2 monsters including a winged beast monster. Cannot be used as link material. Your opponent cannot target this card or winged beast monsters this card points to with card effects. This card would be destroyed by battle. You can destroy one Smorg you control instead. During the end phase, you can special summon 1 winged beast monster from your hand or deck whose level is equal to the lower unused spell trap zones on the field. You will use this effect of this card once per turn. So this effect also is quite useful for the deck. I'm pretty sure it tries to bounce back spells to, be able to set up its board and kind of go through things. It relies on effects like that. So being able to special, I think they have a bunch of low levels anyways. So the fact that they may be filled up is ridiculous. But this is something you build up to over time. And it's very good, targeting protection, it's honestly pretty nice. Even though it's a little bit low attack, it's perfectly fine. Because, summoning from the deck is honestly really good. It has a little bit of protections on it. So, really good card. And honestly, it probably helps Smorgs a whole lot. But that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Of course, the second part of this video should be coming up the week after this comes out. So if you're watching on the day, you gotta wait a week, maybe subscribe to me, I don't know. Or just tune back in to get the rest of the Vrains pack monsters, and I'll go over my opinion, just like in this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you liked, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you did enjoy. I also have a Discord server where I post updates about what's happening, give previews to what content I'll be releasing, and make exclusive videos for you guys. So if you have the time, you can go check that out, link in the description. Thank you.